something big just happened. On August 24, 2025, Canada didn't just lower its tariffs, it flattened them. It announced a plan to create the lowest, simplest, most open tariff regime on the planet. This wasn't a tweak, it was a fundamental redesign. Think of it as an operating system upgrade for the entire Canadian economy. Canada is done playing the old game of trade walls and gates. It's building a superhighway for goods, ideas, and capital. In a world busy building fences, Canada is opening doors. The world is getting faster and more connected, but many countries have tried to slow things down with new barriers. Canada just said, "No thank you," and skated in the opposite direction. This is a bold bet on openness, on being the world's most efficient and trusted trading hub. It's about more than economics. It's about identity. Canada is aiming to be a global connector, a Switzerland of trade. This move requires courage and confidence that Canadians can compete with anyone, anywhere. It's a signal to every innovator and investor. Canada is open for business, seriously open. Imagine a small business in Saskatoon sourcing parts from Seoul, components from Stuttgart, and software from Silicon Valley with almost no friction. International companies will see Canada as the essential platform for their North American and global operations. This is the future Canada is building, where connectivity trumps protectionism. Speed and trust become the most valuable currencies. The Great Canadian Unlocking has begun. The global economic map is being redrawn right before our eyes. Canada is not just adapting to the future, it's defining it. The world is watching. Ottawa's announcement sent shockwaves through the global trade community. Suddenly, companies everywhere asked, why route goods anywhere else? Canada just became the cheapest, easiest front door to North America. This isn't just about saving a few bucks, it's about simplifying the entire logistics dance. For Canadian businesses, it's a gust of wind at their backs. Importers see costs plummet, making them instantly more competitive. Exporters benefit too. Cheaper raw materials mean more competitive products on the world stage. The world's reaction? Awe and anxiety. Open trade nations will rush to deepen ties. Protectionist countries face a wake-up call. Canada has thrown down a gauntlet, challenging the world to compete on efficiency and openness. This is the power of a platform strategy. Canada isn't just selling products, it's inviting the world to build on its platform. Ports, railways, and customs become the most efficient in the world, attracting global supply chains. The ripple effect will be felt for years as investment and logistics networks reorient toward this new center of gravity. Canada is now the world's trade superhighway. The question for everyone else: adapt or get left behind. The race is on. Behind this audacious move stands Mark Carney, architect of Canada's new vision. Carney saw the world as a network, not a battleground. His doctrine, in a flat world, the most connected and trusted node wins. Carney didn't talk tariffs, he talked about seizing the future. He compared the old system to dial-up internet in a fiber optic age. His message: Canada needs to upgrade its national bandwidth. Carney's global credibility was key. He didn't just announce policy, he went on a global tour, inviting leaders and businesses to use Canada's platform. Trust is the new currency, and Carney put his own reputation on the line. This was diplomacy at its finest, making Canada indispensable, not by size, but by intelligence, agility, and trust. The Carney doctrine: be smarter, faster, and more reliable. Canada's new role is to be the world's most efficient trade hub. This creates economic security based on mutual interest and deep integration. It's a bold, forward-looking vision. Canada is setting a new standard for leadership in the 21st century. The world is taking notice. This isn't just a win for economists, it's a win for every Canadian family. Slash tariffs and prices fall. Groceries, electronics, car repairs, all get cheaper. It's like a nationwide tax cut at the checkout counter. But it's more than savings, it's a job engine. Canada becomes the top spot for supply chains, sparking investment in logistics, manufacturing, and services. Good jobs, stable jobs, and a boom in entrepreneurship follow. Flattening tariffs flattens the playing field. Anyone with a good idea can start a global business from anywhere in Canada. This is a massive injection of dynamism and competition. More growth means more tax revenue for healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Lower costs ease family budgets and improve quality of life. This isn't a top-down policy for elites, it lifts the entire boat. Every community, every Canadian benefits. The Canada-US relationship just changed forever. Canada is now a strategic gateway, not just a trading partner. For American businesses, Canada is the fastest route to the world, and the best way to bring global goods into North America. Why import through congested U.S. ports when Canadian ports are faster and cheaper? This pressures the U.S. to innovate and invest in its own infrastructure. Canada gains new leverage. The U.S. economy becomes reliant on Canadian efficiency. Canada isn't competing with U.S. manufacturing, it's making it more competitive. Cheaper components and better supply chains help U.S. factories take on Asia and Europe. Canada frames itself as an indispensable ally, not a rival. The result? A seamless North American economic space with Canada as the logistics hub. Supply chains will reorient, making the continent more productive and competitive. The old model of country versus country is gone. North America becomes a single, powerful bloc. Canada's bold move is a game-changer for the entire continent. The future is integrated. For years, protectionism has been on the rise: tariffs, trade wars, economic nationalism. Canada just shined a beacon through that fog. Its radical openness is a direct challenge to the politics of fear. While others build walls, Canada tears them down. This is a blueprint for thriving in a connected world. Canada reframes the global debate, not status quo or retreat, but radical openness. It forces nations to ask, why do we have tariffs? Who do they really help? Canada injects clarity and courage into the global conversation. This could inspire a new bloc of open economies, a counterweight to protectionist giants. Canada's move may reignite the global movement for free trade. Just when the world seemed to close, Canada opened up. This policy turbocharges every sector, each in its own way. Tech companies get cheaper components, fueling innovation and attracting global firms. Farmers access advanced equipment and inputs at lower costs, boosting productivity and sustainability. Manufacturers import specialty materials and robotics, making Canadian products more competitive. Investment in high-value assembly and finishing will surge. The model shifts. Canada becomes the world's best at integrating global value chains. Even creative industries benefit. Cheaper equipment means more world-class content. Every corner of the economy unlocks new potential. Costs drop, growth accelerates, and innovation flourishes. From prairie fields to downtown tech hubs, the tide lifts all boats. The old Made In label is dead. Products are now made in the world. Canada's new policy bets on becoming the world's premier assembly and logistics platform. By eliminating tariffs, Canada removes friction from global supply chains. The message, bring your parts, assemble here, and ship to North America and beyond. Canada's geography becomes an asset. Ports on 3 oceans, modern infrastructure, and political stability. In a world of disrupted supply chains, companies crave resilience. Canada offers a safe harbor, a trusted, predictable platform. Manufacturing is now about agile networks, not giant factories. Canada is the conductor, providing the stage for the global orchestra. The label of the future, assembled in Canada. In the 21st century, that's a role of immense value. August 24, 2025, a pivotal moment. Canada has chosen connection over isolation, confidence over fear, openness over protectionism. In a world spinning apart, Canada offers a new center of gravity. It's a model for how a middle power can thrive, not with might, but with vision. Canada is set to attract global investment, talent, and innovation. Its universities and research centers will be even more integrated into global networks. This creates a virtuous cycle: investment fuels innovation, which attracts talent, which creates more opportunity. Canada leads by example, not by dictating terms. Its voice on the world stage grows stronger, backed by action and values. Canada becomes a North Star for nations seeking a better way. This is more than policy, it's a new chapter in the Canadian story. By betting on openness and ingenuity, Canada lights a path for others. This could be the dawn of the Canadian century,